Welcome to this incredible mountaintop tiny home about 3 hours outside of Sao Paulo, Brazil. Guys, we are so high up right now that there are clouds just constantly rolling right past this Airbnb. All the white space that you see behind me, that is literally a cloud, ladies and gentlemen. And I may say this a lot, but I think hands down, this may be the best view I've ever seen out of the 200 something plus properties that we have toured. The mountain views right from your doorstep are just absolutely mind-blowing. And I really love the design of this place. It's like two little tiny homes in one. You have your kitchen and living room space on one side, and then your bedroom and bathroom on the other. Everything is just kind of incorporated around the view in this really large outdoor deck space. So you guys are in for a real treat. I flew my drone for like 5 hours during this shoot. So without further ado, let's now go and start the full tour. Welcome back to Brazil and to this mountaintop tiny home. We are going to start the tour here at the front exterior. With these drone shots, you'll see the two distinct separate buildings. Over on the left side, there is the bedroom, and the right side contains the kitchen and living room. I'll now take the drone up and you can see the sheer size of the roof. It's pretty massive. It's a shed style roof, I believe, at a slight angle. And this is my favorite end of the home because you can see the big windows, the deck there in the distance, the fire pit, and the mountains all in one. And there is your sunset there in the top right, so this cabin is perfectly positioned to take in all of these sunset views. Next, I'll shift our attention to your fire pit area. You have some string lights, and here I am now preparing the fire. Very easy to get it up and going. And you also have two Adirondack chairs and some big logs. So I'll just leave this here for a couple of seconds. It's very relaxing. Let's now explore this outdoor area a little more. In between the two buildings, you can find this simple outdoor dining table set. Further back then is your grill and barbecue area, so you can have some steaks or burgers during your stay. And this is very important because the sun can get to be very strong. You can put down the screen to protect you from the elements if you're sitting at the table. And whew, just look at these views and the size of this deck. The deck is huge. But before we go inside, I'm going to fly the drone through the two buildings because I want to focus more on the best part of this Airbnb, which is these mountain views. This was taken at a slightly lower altitude, but of course I had to go as high up as humanly possible. I went up as high as the drone allows. I think I'm something like half a mile up in the air. But just look at these landscapes. I think, again, I might have mentioned this in some earlier Brazil videos, but it's just so different from any other landscape I've seen before. You certainly don't see anything like this in North America where I'm from. Everything is so green and lush and tropical. The terrain is so unique, and I was flying my drone for hours. Hyperlapse shots, normal drone shots, you name it, I did it. I had so much fun, but I've done a lot of talking, so for now, just sit back and enjoy the view. That's it for everything on the exterior, guys. So I'm now gonna come back to that same area and slide back this door to go to the living room. When you first walk into the living room, you are going to see your couch there on the left and then a large window. The window basically takes up that entire corner and it's made up of two window panes. So if it's maybe a little colder outside, you don't even need to leave the house to see the mountain views. In addition to the couch, there's also a chair in another corner. Let's go to the kitchen next. You can see your fridge there in the bottom left, which my girlfriend and I stocked with enough food for 2 days because we didn't want to leave the mountains at all, but there is enough space for a couple days worth of food. Then you also have your sink up top and a small stove top next to it. If we look along this wall, there is some shelf space with some extra kitchen items. You have some plates down below, then a sandwich or panini maker in the middle, and a little tea area. I definitely enjoy a nice late night cup of tea. If you look above me then, you have 2 pieces of art with mountains in them, which of course perfectly blends into your surroundings. Finally, for the last part in this first building, in this corner you have your dining area. There's also a very nice welcome basket that the host left behind. There were 2 beers from the company Patagonia, which I've seen a lot around Brazil. I think it's a popular local beer company. Also some strawberry jam could be found here, a nice little note, and there was a big loaf of bread that you can pair with the jam. So very nice touch. Let's go and check out the other half of the home. So I'm going to walk across and open up the sliding glass door. These glass doors are pretty heavy, just a heads up. But now into the bedroom we go. You have a lovely queen mattress. All of your towels and linens are out there, including some extra pillows and an extra blanket. There's also a simple piece of art above the bed, and you have tables and lamps on either side of the mattress. So you definitely have a great setup in this bedroom. Still in the bedroom, in this corner you have a few nice amenities. In the bottom left, there are some green Patagonia blankets, which are great to use around the fire pit, and some slippers. There's even a Nespresso machine, so you don't even have to walk across to the kitchen in the morning. You can just make your morning cup of coffee right here in the bedroom to get your first caffeine fix of the day. Along the other side of the bed, there is another glass door. You can get even more direct access to the fire pit this way, so you don't have to walk all the way around. But let's go to the final room now, which is accessed next to the bed. This room is your bathroom. There is a soaking tub at the far end. Next to the tub, there is a regular shower head if you more prefer that, and your toilet and bidet. Finally, along this other wall, you actually have a lot of countertop space, your bathroom sink, and there is a pretty sizable mirror here on the left side. Thanks for watching, guys. The booking details are down in the video description, and I will see you very soon for another Airbnb tour.